Okay, let us see the data cleaning with the help of Orange tool. Now, this is the screen which is displaying the Orange tool. Now, at the left hand side of the screen, there are data, transform, visualize, model, evaluate, unsupervised, and educational icons. Once clicking on this data, I will be able to see the expanded form of that data. Now I will just drag and drop this file here. Now, just by double clicking on the file, I will be able to browse the dataset. In my case, the dataset is already downloaded, that is diabetes missing values or diabetes missing data. By just clicking on open, I will be able to see it's showing the type also numerical and categorical. See the difference, N for numerical and C for categorical. Now, if I want to observe the dataset browse, I will just drag and drop data table from the left panel and I will just connect this file with this data table. Now it is connected. Now by just double click, I will be able to observe my dataset. Now my dataset is having the question mark. Question mark means null entities. If I want to remove these null entities with the help of Orange tool, then I will apply the pre-processing technique. For doing this, I will just drag and I will just try a type, or I'm able to see. That's why I will avoid typing. By just double clicking on this, I will be able to use the pre-processing technique. Just double click and as I want to just remove the missing values or the null values from my dataset, there are so many techniques at the left hand. These are the discrete continuous variables, continuous discrete variables, impute missing values, select relevant features, select random features, normalize features, randomize, remove sparse features, principal component analysis, and Kerr matrix distribution. So many things can be applied for the data pre-processing technique. But now, as expected, we want to remove just the null entities. In this case, input missing value will work, and by just dragging and dropping the input missing value, I will be able to remove all the null entities from my dataset or remove all the null rows from my dataset. Now I will just click on this, and as we are able to observe, this is the checkbox which is already checked in my case. By clicking, or by if the checkbox is checked, then the changes I have applied, they are automatically applied to the database. Once you click on this, then only changes are automatically applied. In case of uncheck, you are expected to check that for automatically application of the changes made here. I'll just close this and I will just drag and drop the data table here, and I will just connect this data table with pre-processing. And now this is the data table which is before pre-processing, and this is the data table one which is after pre-processing. I will just open this, and as you are able to see, all the question marks are removed. All the null entities, means null entities were represented with the question mark, are removed after pre-processing or after applying the data cleaning part of the pre-processing. Now once again, I will show the data table which was before pre-processing or before data cleaning, and data table post application of the data cleaning technique. And this is the smallest but the most important part in the data visualization, and that's all about the data cleaning technique with the help of Orange tool, which is most lightweight and more easy and suitable for observing or for performing the data preprocessing, which is the most important concept before applying or before doing any kind of data analysis. Now, after removing of all the null entities and after removing of all the unwanted data, the data set will become light, and that's why data pre-processing is the most important part before applying any kind of data visualization. And we have seen this data cleaning with the help of Orange, which is so simple.